Lakers afloat in the playoff race after leading his team to a critical win against the Pelicans. But the bad news is they're still 10th in the West and 3 games behind the Clippers and skip Spurs for the final 2 spots. The Lakers obviously need to get on a roll in the final 6 weeks of the season, but they do play 4 of their next 5 at home, starting with the Greek Freak, leading the best team in the NBA to Staples tomorrow night. Chris Broussard is still with us, so now, what shot do you give the Lakers of making the playoffs?
Let's just be honest. There is no reason to believe the Lakers are going to make the playoffs other than you're betting on LeBron.
That is correct.
That's it.
I completely agree.
There is no, there's no rational reason.
There's not.
If it was anybody else, and I'm talking about Durant, Giannis, anybody on this team, other than, like, you would be like, they're done. They're out.
I agree.
Of it. Right.
Yep.
But
There's
I'm
no statistical reason.
Right.
No?
I'm trying. I looked at it. I was like, okay, they're only 2 games behind the Spurs and Clippers in the loss column, which really matters. They haven't played as many games. That's why it's 3. But then I look at the tiebreakers, and San Antonio's got the tiebreaker. So you're basically 4 games behind the Spurs.
You got to finish a game in front of them in order to beat them. Now, the Minnesota's got the tiebreaker. I know they're a game behind the Lakers, but if they get hot,
the same record.
Now they do the Clippers. They're 1-1, and they play them twice. That's a good sign. They got 2 games left with the Clippers. So if they win those, that's huge. And then Sacramento, they've got the tiebreaker against Sacramento right now, but they've got a game left. So I'm gonna bet on LeBron. I'm gonna bet on LeBron until they're mathematically out of it. I'm going to keep hope alive. And I think there's a few things. We talked about the Spurs. They're kind of in free fall. Now, I know it was maybe it was the rodeo trip, right? Is that what you're going to say?
They have turned awful on the road, which is not their MO from the past.
Yeah, they used to be better on the road than home.
But now they're great at home. They have the second best home record in the West. And they went home last night it's the first of 8 of 10 at home, and they beat Detroit fairly handily.
Now, they got some tough teams coming up at home.
They do.
But they got their next 3 of their next 4 games are OKC, Denver, Milwaukee. So,
we'll see.
I think you're hoping because you want LeBron in.
I do want LeBron in.
So
We all want him in.
look at the Spurs in that regard. The Clippers, look, I think the Lakers should be better than them. They really do want to make it, though. They're trying to make it. I think with the Lakers, here's a bright spot. I don't think it really matters when we look at their schedule, how tough it is, 7th toughest from remaining.
Yeah.
I don't think it really matters who they're playing.
Right.
It's about them. We've seen them lose to these horrible teams, and we've seen them beat Boston in Boston and beat Houston. So
beat OKC and OKC without LeBron.
Without LeBron. So if they're right, then I think they can beat some of these really good teams. They just got to make sure they don't lose to the bad teams and take them lightly. I also like that hopefully we're getting playoff Rondo. He is a different player in the playoffs. You can ask New Orleans. And last night he was great. So, I think those are some of the positives. And again, I think when you get Lonzo back, was he being reevaluated Friday? I think maybe he'll get back. And then LeBron, hopefully, last night was not just a better attitude, but also physically you're feeling better. You're getting back into game shape. So I'm going to bet on them, just blind faith.
Okay.
I can't, it's hard to make a
So, Shannon, what do you got?
I want you to go. I want you to go.
You got 4 seeds?
I want you to go.
You still got They're going to climb up to, they're going to win every game and finish 4th. Am I right?
I want you to, hey, we win every game. We might be the true seed. We win every game. No, I want you to go, Skip. You go right ahead. I know you just chomping at the bit.
So LeBron got 1 break last night, which was a terrible break for the Sacramento Kings.
Yes.
Marvin Bagley, who has just been a force, 18-9 over his last 10 games, hurt his knee, and it looked not good to me, and he's having an MRI today.
The knee that kept him out earlier.
It was. Yeah, and I hope he's okay. But for LeBron's sake, that would be a big loss. It would take some of the heart out of the Kings. And by the way, they went to Milwaukee last night and took them all the way to, they finally lost in overtime. But that was a pretty impressive loss to me. So they're still your hurdle. You still have to hurdle them just to get in the mix, right?
Yeah, we get them.
So ESPN's Basketball Power Index now gives LeBron's team a 5% chance. A 5%?
Better than the 3 we had yesterday.
BPI also gives the Clippers an 89% chance and my Spurs a 90% chance of making the playoffs. So it's just saying it's over.
But that doesn't take into account that it's LeBron, right?
No.
It's looking at the sheer number.
But it's projecting the Lakers. I mean, he's certainly in the equation, finishing 39-43. 4 games under 500. They're playing the 4th toughest closing schedule. And let's talk about Friday night, because you go back and forth. And you know what? This is hard overhead because I just said, unfortunately, I just let it tumble out of my mouth, and I bet Rob Parker that LeBron James ain't missing no playoffs.
Right.
That's the point. Like, he's not going to miss the playoffs, right?
Nope.
And yet, now, here comes Milwaukee. Do you realize what Milwaukee is doing right now? They've won 12 of 13. They've won 6 in a row. They have easily the best record in all of basketball. And they have easily the best road record in basketball at 22-9. And you've been driving that bandwagon for a long time, and I kept saying, I don't know. But they're just taking over the Eastern Conference right now.
Yeah,
okay?
that's good.
So here they come on Friday night. And I'm going to guess they're going to be a little slight favorite in this game. I'm going to guess that. It's not posted yet, right? Okay. Well, my head would tell me I'll take a case against LeBron on this, okay? But I can't because I'm then betting effectively against myself. Okay. And I don't want to bet against LeBron on this game because this is the game. This is like a turning point matchup where if you could go in there and make a statement, this could launch you through the last 20. Then you'd have 20 left, right?
And the thing is, Skip, the Lakers haven't won back-to-back games in 6 weeks. The last time they won back-to-back games was January 15th. Okay, but here's the thing, though, Skip, baby. You ain't know this, but we got the American freak. LeBron James, they got the Greek freak, and the American freak gonna show him what it really about.
I'm with that.
Wait, I thought he played for Golden State.
First of all,
he is a freak. You want to talk who can shoot 35-foot threes?
And miss free throws?
And made 4 out of 4.
15-foot free throw.
Wait a second.
But Skip,
he should have won the game with a 4-point play last
night. I'm reclaiming my time.
I got to defend my man.
I'm Mr. Elijah Cummings.
You waited.
I'm the chairman of the oversight committee. I'm reclaiming my time. Skip, look. And you, Chris, you said it, and you said it. The only reason that we believe that the Lakers will make the playoffs is because of one guy. Now, how can that guy not be the best player when you said Durant wouldn't be able to do this and we wouldn't believe that Giannis and Embiid?
I didn't say Durant wouldn't be able to do this. I did not say that.
He wouldn't. Okay. But anyway, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted again, Chris.
So correctly interrupted? But go ahead.
They haven't won 3 straight games since December 5th. So the odds are stacked against them. But this man right here is big in the church. He's a Baptist minister. And the word...
Are you really? Yeah, I did not know that.
I do preach.
Okay.
I'm Pentecostal.
So what does the word say? You got to have the faith of what? Not a plum seed, not a peach seed, a mustard. And I got the faith.
Of a mustard seed.
Yeah.
It's the smallest seed. It's the smallest.
The smallest one.
Yeah.
That's the kind of faith I got in.
The biggest
I believe that LeBron James, the greatness. I didn't bring this. You thought I brought this out here just for profit show? He's a GOAT.
Are you daring to compare LeBron James to God?
No,
is that what we're doing here?
I got the faith in it.
I don't know. That's how it's feeling to me.
You got faith in it?
Yeah.
Do you believe?
I barely
believe. See, the difference is... Hey,
he built himself into a corner where he's got to believe. I do believe. Yeah. I do believe.
So what did God say? God say, trust me, and I'll show you. Man say, show me, and I'll trust you. I trust him. He ain't got to show me. I done seen that.
And Job,
I done seen what he can do. I done seen what this man can do.
I feel like Job saying, but why are you doing this to me? Why are you doing this to me? I can't understand.
Have he not shown you what he's capable of? So you should trust him. You should trust him.
Shannon Sharp, down the stretch, last 5 games, at Oklahoma City, this is the Lakers.
Win.
At Oklahoma City,
Win.
Golden State at home, Clippers,
lost, win,
Utah,
win,
Portland,
win.
Do you realize what the Portland Trailblazers are doing right now?
Do you remember what we did to Portland?
Oh, they're playing great.
They're playing great.
Do you remember
what we did? I'm going to say this about LeBron. He should treat these last, 21?
21,
like the play. Yeah. Because, look, if you make the playoffs, if you just somehow, you win those games, you get the Lakers in the playoffs, and you get there, you're the AC, and you get demolished. we still are going to look at that as a great achievement.
I don't know if I'd go great, but it would be an achievement.
It would be, like, I don't think, at least I wouldn't hold it against him, like, if he's just dead.
No, I know.
And just getting him there was,
I'll buy
getting him there was, and then Golden State runs over.
Do y'all know?
I want LeBron to take that attitude, because he can do it if he turns on. I think he said he was turning it on, but I don't think he has yet.
Yeah, we have.
He turns on.
Activate.
It's a little slower activator.
Yeah. We're at the power out in this area. So he had to charge up, right? He had to charge up. But hey, hold on. Y'all know we done to Portland, right? You remember what LeBron did? Nurkic ain't recovered.
Do you realize Enes Kanter is now?
I don't care about no Enes.
And Kanter got it in for LeBron.
He
too.
Does.
He's
not afraid.
He can stop LeBron.
Do you know what you remember when we body bagged Nurkic?
Yes.
He wasn't the same.
Yes.
He wasn't the same, Skip Bayless.
Nurkic wanted to body bag Ben Simmons the other day. He wanted to throw down with him. Right?
Friday night, big test for these Lakers.
They need it.
LeBron likes to be uncomfortable. If he could, stop their streak, that would feel good. Chris, thank you for joining us. Do you have any more preaching to do, or are we good?
Oh, we got
good
it.
now?
You was
All right, is Kyler Murray tall enough to be the #1 pick? We'll discuss all that next.